this is like what I find amazing is like, where did you learn, like,
I
to
don't
just
think
carry that, like,
why you have to learn something like that.
no, but no, it's not in everyone. Like, you have this ability to get up, like, you have one of the most incredible work ethics I've ever seen in anyone. You get up every day, you go to work, you lead this amazing team, you come home, you honor your wife, you love your wife well, you've always sacrificed, like, you were, I'm gonna say this because I know you weren't, but like, you could have been flying on jets and traveling all over the world and going to these places, but it was like, no, Max has a soccer game. And what the world thinks is, I want this, you were actually like, this is where the value is. Like, stuff like that. I'm like, how do you know? Like, how did you know? Like, actually, no, this is what matters. Like, do you just always have foresight? Have you always just been one of these people where you think further ahead of like, well, if I pour into my son and I do this, then
no,
because I'm the fruit of that.
I'm a very simple person. I don't get that far ahead of things. But like I say, if you're gonna have a kid, enjoy the kid. If he likes that, you do that. If he would have liked band, we'd have done band. If he'd liked writing and something else, we'd like that. Fortunately, they like sports, which is what I'd like to do.
No, golf isn't on your list yet.
Yeah. I'm a very competitive person. When you're competitive, you're going to make things do things right. Mm-hmm. You don't do them halfway. And I just loved being with my kids. That's our funnest experiences was camping. We take Max and Mally camping. I don't know if she was 12 or something. I said, what was the best vacation you could think? We did Disney and she said, I like camping. I said, why camping? We spent more time together. We did nothing. We'd hike and nothing special done, but we loved it.
Okay, so let's talk about work. So you've had this business, how long did you say? 30?
7 years. This is 37 years.
And like, what does that look like for you now? Like, you go in every day, you have pretty much the same team, you've cultivated this amazing team.
Yeah, they're good, because when I'm gone, I don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Like I used to.
I mean, and you carry a lot. You do a lot. I mean, I don't fully understand engineering because my brain isn't wired that way, but you are effectively designing
Subdivisions.
Yes. That.
Streets, utilities. Yeah.
That's a lot.
It's a lot of fun because you see something 5-10 years from when we're done with the project. There's houses, there's parks, there's schools, coffee shops. It's a piece of land that had nothing to where you can visually see what you did. Whereas an electrical engineer, if you do this, this, and this is what's going to happen. And you don't see the sparks are chasing around each other. We physically see what we do. Yeah. So it's fun. I was just very blessed to meet Isam, to get in to do what I'm doing. Very blessed. Because he was so, what I'm looking for, loyal to me.
Yeah.
In that if he would sell a piece of property that he had that we'd been working on, he'd sell it and he'd say, Corwin Engineering's doing your work. They said, no, we have our own engineer. He says, I'm not selling it to you unless Corwin Engineering is your engineer. And the guy that said no, that finally said yes, we're still good friends with him. He lives in California. Because he hired us for several projects. Yeah. So he said, yeah, that one's pretty good. So, but it's totally loyal to me.
So let's talk about marriage. You've been married for 45 years. Mm-hmm. And you met in high school.
High school. The new girl in our small new girl in our small little school. And
She walked
absolute
in.
beauty.
Mhm.
And I thought to myself right then, I'm going to marry that girl.
Yeah, you did. And then.
And being the competitive person I am, I'm going to win her over.
How did you win her over?
I don't really know how I won her over, but I did get a date with her. And that was kind of the rest of the story.
Wow, it's not. Let's expand on the
She
story.
was I was a very mature 15-year-old, and she was 14. Could you imagine a kid at 15 saying, I found my girl?
Did you know that 1% of high school relationships turn into marriage? So you're the 1%.
I'll take that.
So how old were you when you got married?
20.
20. Okay. And what's been your favorite thing about marriage so far?
Oh, just the companionship, the steadiness, the consistency, knowing that she's the one. Yeah, I've never had to worry about dating or winning somebody over or any of that stuff. Yeah.
We have this phrase in our family, the great adventure. What would you say that looks like for you and Mum?
With me, Mom? Well, I'd say 5 kids is a great adventure, you know? And we just did it right, you know? We saved and saved and saved. We didn't do a lot early in our marriage because I was a college student for 2 years. We had no money. And then when we did get down here to Corpus, we still were just, I'm a saver. And I always taught the kids, if you want a toy, you save for it and buy it. Like a 4-wheeler or a boat, or you don't finance toys.
Yeah.
I remember when we went to buy the 4-wheeler, Brett was with me. I said, I want that one. The guy said how much it was. I said, okay. So we go in his office. He said, so how do you want to finance this? I said, I don't want to finance it. I want to write you a check. Oh, okay. So he goes out of the room, and Brett was kind of surprised. People finance things like this? I said, yeah, everybody does. They don't want to wait till they can afford it. Like our boat. We bought a boat with cash. You don't? So I've always been a saver and a miser. And I'd much rather spend money on you and Max than on myself. Or Mallory or Brett. Any of the kids. Or her. Just, I get a lot more joy out of buying something for you guys than I do for myself.
It's one of my favorite things about you, not because you buy stuff, but because you have such a generous heart, and the way you both stewarded your finances. Max will tell me stories about how you've blessed people and ministries, and you've never looked at your finances as your own, or we're going to keep this or hold on to this. You've always just seen the need and met it. And I think you've always done a really good job of knowing it's God's first.
Oh, I mean, He's blessed us beyond belief. The business, it's just unbelievable. I've never spent $1 on marketing. People just call.
It blows my mind that you don't have a website. I think it's so baller.
People don't hire engineers by going and looking at a website. They don't. you know, they're gonna put a $10 million project on the ground. They don't go look at a website, see who's got a pretty website to hire an engineer. You got to hire somebody that has a reputation, either as a big national company or a local person who's been around for a while. Like when I first started my business, I had a project with Isam. So I thought, I'm going to keep that guy happy. Because what would I do? I'd come to Dallas and I'd go in and talk to a developer. They'd say, what have you done? Well, I haven't done much, but I think I'm really good. Are they going to hire me? No. But took care of Isam, still doing his work today. And from that came other projects. Oh, you did a project over there. We're buying this piece of land next to it. Would you want to work with us? Just word of mouth. That's how you, if you're around long enough.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's the nature of the business that we're in.